The Jujutsu Kaisen series has many characters that could be called daddy. The biggest one, of course, being the man himself, Satoru Gojo. But in today's episode of Prize Figure Face Off, we're going to take two of the other series daddies, Nanami, and one who actually is a daddy in the series, Toji, and put these two guys up against each other to see which one of these Sega Luminasta series figures is the last one standing. So let's go on and see which one of these two daddies is supreme. What's up, everyone? It's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, and it's time to go back to another Jujutsu Kaisen face-off in this episode of Prize Figure Face-Off. So today we are back to the Sega Luminasta series with two that have some very different size boxes, but are in the same vein of figure series. Now, these are both part of different battle diorama sets that you can buy and put together and have them facing off against other characters. Now, of course, we have one of the older ones in a large box of our boy Nanami, and we have a re-release in a now smaller box of course, the daddy Toji. So while these two have actually evaded my purchase for quite some time, I'm happy that I finally got them. And what better way to celebrate than to put them against each other? So Gojo's over here ready to back his boy Nanami. Megami's over here to back his daddy for some reason. Let's go ahead, check out the boxes, and then open them up. Now, obviously, the big difference here in these is the sizes of the boxes. Now, I know Nanami is going to have a larger base. Toji is going to have a smaller base, so that could explain the size difference. These are both Sega Luminasta series Jujutsu Kaisen figures, of course, and we have the Toji and we have the Nanami on the front, as well as larger photos of what each one looks like. So now, because the styles of the box, these are going to be a little bit different. So over here on this side, we actually have closer looks at each one of the figures, which is the same. But over here on the other sides, of course, things get a little different. We have a view of Toji here on this side, but on Nanami's side, we have a picture of the duo of him and Yuji together, which is pretty cool. Here on the back, also very much different. So we have all the details about Nanami on this side, and Toji just has another picture of the figure. And then here on the top, we actually have almost the same exact angle of each figure, showing off a closer look at the faces. And there's your look at the two boxes. Let's go ahead and open them up. All right, so since he is the older figure, we're gonna start with Nanami. So we've got a base, we've got Nanami, and we've got two little pieces here that are gonna join his blade together, and then we have some effects pieces that are going to attach onto him too. So we're gonna obviously start the base. So here's the base, and it's really different because it has a lot of clear pieces through it. So this is actually very clear for like water, and we've got some more clear spots right here that I think the effects pieces are going to go into. But this is kind of interesting. We've got one clear piece with like ripples, definitely unique, and we've got two different keyholes here, and we've got one larger keyhole down here. So I don't know how this is going to go together yet. We're going to find out. So we're going to take Nanami out first. And he is all one piece, looking freaking awesome. He has two keys here, and we have another key on this foot, so he is actually going to go this way. So he's going to just key right in. Sega figures usually fit pretty good. I'm just not keying where his foot goes. There we go. So that's it. He's in. And this already looks really, really good. He's got a little bit of weight to him, but not overly aggressive. Okay, I'm going to cut his little blade out of here first, so we don't forget it. Take him out a little bit. And of course, that's going to go into two pieces here. So we've got very, very small pieces. Now, what you do have to make sure is you have to make sure this actually is going to fit in properly. Done. Okay. So the blade is going to go this way, obviously, with the curved piece of the handle going inward. And according to our pictures, it's going to actually go this way in the hand, not an outward slash. So we're going to take it back apart, right? We are going to slide the handle up. And now this is going to be a little tricky to do. You're going to have to do some finagling, guys. But for the most part, boom, it actually worked and it came in fine. And then we'll just plug our blade into the top and boom, it's done. It is going to be a little tricky to wobble this little handle up through the hand, but do not be discouraged. It will actually work. That's it for that. Now we also have these effect pieces. So these look like these are going to key into these spots on the base. Let's double check. Yes, we have some translucent pieces, and as you can see, they have almost like a Godzilla dinosaur footprint going here, and these are going to just set right into the base. Very, very easy. This one's going to be a little bit different. It's going to kind of go around him, but that's it. Very, very easy to put together, guys. This is really, really cool. I like all the effects on it. It does give a lot of added flair. So that's it for Nanami. We're going to go ahead and check out the competition with Toji. All right, here we are with the newer and smaller re-release of Toji. One difference you'll already notice is this did not come in a nice little clamshell. This came in your typical prize figure cardboard. Not a fan of that, by the way. This is going to have all kinds of plastic baggies. Oh my lord. Okay, so very, very, very easy one here, guys. We have two pieces. We have a base with a kind of side peg here and a insert peg. So that's going to be it for that. And then we have Toji himself looking really, really awesome. I love the dynamic pose and the look on his face. So it looks like this key is going to just, it's going to make some noise, guys, because this is like flexible PVC, but it's going to go right in there. Boom. And that's it. He is assembled. He is done. He has a massive lean to him, but I think that's why we have him angled in the way he is. That's it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm really keen on the angle of this, but it's really, really cool. Let's go ahead, bring you in, and take a closer look at both of these figures.
Every single wall, action figures standing tall, cosplay outfits ready for the con, inbox treasure never pawned. Every inch of space a tale to share, pixelated quests all filed with care. Dusty joysticks, they click, the combo strike, and the room's alive with the late night tide. It's times you that can't be, time source keys. Well, I never be wriggled on a right line. Oh yeah, lie, oh yeah, fine. He's in my room, filled shells on mint condition figs in their box. Security, let's unbox, reveal that rare gloss. Caffeine high, no sleep cramped, nerves never sleep, we're always hyped. So awake, you're night. Arcade buttons clacking clear, retro console memories near. Streaming live with a sorry, fans cheer, bonfire spawns that persevere. Nerds never sleep, we're always hyped into the night, our world alive. Unboxing now, that new release flair. Collector card spread, careful and fair. Anime posters, guardians on the wall. 100 series later, I've seen them all. Console stands old and new, playing every game. Pixel dreams and wireframe. Posters of legends on every single wall. Action figures standing tall. Cosplay outfits ready for the con. Inbox treasure never pawned. Every inch of space a tale to share. Pixelated quests all filed with care. Dusty joysticks, they click, the combo strike, and the room's alive with the late night tide.
Alright guys, so there was your closer look at two very, very different daddies. And you know what? When I was opening these, I really did think that Nanami was going to just take this and run, due to just the cool little effects that he had to kind of spice up his display piece. And the lean of Toji made me a little uncertain. And then I also was a little deceived, probably because of the box and things like that, into thinking that the Toji was a smaller figure. Now that they're side to side, these are actually on scale with each other pretty perfectly. So a lot of my initial thoughts when I was opening these kind of just went out the window and made this decision a lot harder than I originally thought. So let's start with Nanami first. Now, what I don't like about this one, in compared to the Toji, is the massive base's footprint. But as you can see here from other Luminasta series, they've got some big chunky bases that are pretty dynamic, showing destruction, things like that. Or in Megumi's case over here, he's got his frogs and things like that on the display with him. So they do take up a little bit more real estate on the average. So not much of a surprise there. I do like, however, on the base, how it has the clear see-through water portion of the base. It looks really, really cool. And I do love that they used the clear kind of PVC flex stuff to make the effects go up around him. I think that adds a lot of flair to the piece. Now, his sculpt is absolutely awesome as well. I think his kind of ready pose is really, really good. The only thing I would have done differently was maybe not given us the option to kind of piece the blade together. That was a little bit of a pain in the butt, just because getting the handle up through the bottom was a little more difficult than I would have liked. Every other detail about this, from the laces on his shoes and the shine on his shoes to the tie, the glasses, I mean, everything else on this is so well done. And I say that a lot of the time with these Sega Luminasta figures. I freaking adore them. So he is an absolutely incredible piece. Now, let's go over to Toji, who, upon unboxing, I was already starting to have my doubts. But now that he's together and they're kind of next to each other here to look at, it makes it a little bit more challenging. I do like that he has a smaller, more minimalistic sized base. Makes him easier to display. It's definitely a lot more basic than Nanami's, only because Nanami's has the effects that come off on it. But if you were to put them next to each other without the effects, his would actually look a little more detailed than Nanami's. Now, he is a newer figure than Nanami, so he is expected to have a little bit more detail put into him. But as I said, these are pretty much spot on with each other as details. All of his pants, the flow of all the fabric, everything looks great. His muscles, everything is just on point. The hair, perfectly done spikes. And the thing I love about this one, not only the face right in there, perfectly done, but the detail of him pulling his blade out from what I like to call his dead baby back bling. Pulling that thing out in action is really, really awesome. And I was not expecting that when I put them together over here. Now, I do like that he actually does fit with this Megumi. He kind of slides right in next to that groove. So I can actually put them together in the display if I want to. But this is actually a very, very tough choice to pick from. And other than some ones where they're essentially the same figures like Rem and Ram, this is probably my toughest choice yet. So, after some thought,
a few moments later,
and I took a lot of time thinking about this one, guys. This has been very, very tough. I'm going to just by a hair, I think I'm going to give my pick for this face-off to Toji. And I am very, very surprised with this one, because putting this Nanami together, I was ready to let him run away with the win. But after looking at them both so closely, I think it's the blade pulling and the look on the face of Toji that just elevates him that little bit for me. And I know, this was a very, very tough choice, but that's my pick, and I'm gonna stick by it. Toji is the winner. Sadly, as long as I waited for Nanami, he has to be the loser in this round. But on the positive side, guys, either one of these figures, you're gonna be a winner if you get them. And why not go for both? Because these things are freaking awesome, guys. I love them, and this further reinforces my love and the positive feedback I have about the Sega Luminasta series of prize figures. They are so freaking great. And that is going to be it for this one, guys. I made my decision in this battle. I'd love to know who your pick was in the comments down below. Are you Team Toji? Are you Team Nanami? Let me know which one impressed you the most. And if you did like this video, guys, do me a solid. Click the like button, the subscribe button, the share button, spread the nerdiness. Follow on all the social medias. The links are down in the description below. And I will also be posting in the pinned comment and description any links that I find to purchase either one of these guys. Until the next one, thank you for watching this episode of Prize Figure Face Off, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.